Hello, welcome to Bar 20 Arms. It's been a little while since we made a video, and it's a beautiful fall day, so we decided to get out and make some videos. The last videos we did was one of our new firearms, which was the SPS 308 Varminter. Had a heavy barrel, and it's an ADL. It's a lower, it's an inexpensive Remington 700, and I did a few modifications to the stock and did a few things and made it a really good shooter. I was really pleased with it. One of the things you can do if you have one of these guns, they're really great. They're good guns. Of course, it's an ADL. It has the blind magazine box, but the stock is kind of, I've heard a lot of complaints about the stock. There's a few things you can do to the stock to make it a good solid platform. I took, and I don't know if you can see it, but all this webbing up here, I drilled about a 3/16 hole in each web all the way down, and I put two pieces of wire full length, and then I poured epoxy in there and let it set. Now I didn't try to free float the barrel. I just wanted the barrel up off of the stock where it's not touching, and that gave me a good strong forearm and bonded it back to the recoil lug. And then you can see it, and this wasn't one of my best jobs, but just put a little epoxy in there, put some release agent on the action, and bolted it back together, and it made it a really good solid shooting platform. And I shot some really good groups with this. Well, recently I've converted this ADL, my ADL, to a BDL, and I got the kit from Brownells, this is the BDL kit. It comes with the trigger guard, floor plate, hinged floor plate, and a magazine and a follower, and it doesn't come with the right screw. You have to order the front screw, and they have a little video. You can watch that video, and it tells you to order the front screw. I went through all kinds of stuff to try to order the right screw. They sent me the same length screw that I took out, so you have to make sure you get the right screw. It's just a little bit longer. Now it may be because of this Bell & Carlson stock. I recently purchased this, and there again, it's not a real expensive stock. This is a mid-level stock. I paid about $3.75 for it, but I like it. It's a heavy stock. It's not adjustable. The cheek is what it is. So I had a low mount, and I had to go to a little higher mount for my cheek to rest properly to line through the scope. So, but I have shot some really good groups out to 450 yards. I shot one group with the 75 Match King, 175 Match King bullet with some 40-64 behind it. I shot less than a 3/8 inch group at 450 yards. Really proud of that. It'll shoot 1 inch all day long at 450 yards with this right here. And I didn't, this is a Remington barrel, and I did not blueprint it. It's just the way it came from the factory. So I'm very pleased with it. I did cut the barrel off to 24 inches. It had a 26-inch barrel. Cut it off 24, and I made this muzzle brake and put it on. So that's it. And the next thing I'm going to do is put a bolt knob on it. This is a Burr scope. It's a mil-dot scope. It's a lower end scope too, but it's adequate. I have a Leopold that I put on this, but I'm sending it back to have some more work done to it. It's crosshairs, and I'm going to have it made. I'm going to have them put mil-dot reticle in it. So, but this Burr scope is a mil-dot, and it is adequate. It's so I mean, that's it. This is my upgrade, and I'm very pleased with it. The Bell & Carlson stock, I was very pleased with it. No problems at all. I did epoxy. I did put a little bit of epoxy in the recoil lug, and that's very easy to do. You can buy some release agent from Brownells, about $30 for a spray can, or you can mix your own. Now you have to be careful, and you should experiment before you do it. I found the best release agent is take graphite and mix it with a little bit of grease and put a light coat on everything that might touch, and then use epoxy. And my favorite epoxy you can buy at Lowe's. It's a Loctite marine epoxy, and it sticks to fiberglass and most all of your polymer stocks. And this one is a fiberglass stock, so that the marine epoxy worked really well. It's a slower dry, and it sets up in about 3 hours. I let it sit about 6, and then I took the gun apart. But you have to be careful. You have to either buy a release agent, spray it on the receiver and the action and the screws and all that, and then bolt it together. Or you can experiment and make your own. I'm kind of stubborn, and I don't like spending the extra money. So I've pretty much make my own. There again, I use graphite, just like graphite you would put in a lock, and I mix it with the grease. And put that on there, and it really it holds to the gun, and epoxy can't get through it. So, but there again, you wanna experiment, do a piece of metal or whatever, and try it, and make sure you got it down pat before you screw your gun together, because you'll bond the gun, the receiver, action, barrel to your stock. Some bench rest shooters do that, but I don't like to do that, because I might want to change this stock someday and go to something different. But there you go. Thanks for watching Bar 20 Arms, and we'll see you next time.